Glory and honor, praise, adoration, now and forevermore be thine. We are here to worship the risen Lord this morning, and praise and adoration and glory and honor will be the Lord's. Someday, all over the world, the world will worship him. But we are here today to glorify him and to worship him in this place. We welcome you to the Salvation Army this morning. We've come together to worship him, to enjoy the fellowship of believers, and to find out what God has for us this morning. I can assure you that the Holy Spirit is in charge of this service this morning because Captain Christine is ill. So there's some things on the program that have changed. Major Jim Hoskin is going to be our speaker this morning, and he will have something to say that is special, that was needed to be said in this day on this time because of, not because it's a good thing that Captain Christine is sick, but things have had to be changed, and we're nothing if not flexible in the Salvation Army, right? So we can change things and have an effective worship service, even at the last minute with last-minute changes. We're very happy you've chosen to join us this morning. There are lots of opportunities for service. You will notice that the source is getting a bit thicker. There's the calendar for October, November, December. Take it home and mark on your calendar the events and the services that are coming up. You'll want to be aware of those so you don't miss anything. All through the source today, there's announcements of things that are needed. There's a Bible study group for teen girls. There is a trunk or treat coming, a Halloween celebration by the young people. That is an indoor event. It's Tuesday, October 25th. It is listed in the source, but it will be an indoor event so that we can have it come rain or shine. There is a sign-up sheet on the outside in the lobby, and we do want people to sign up so we know who is coming. This is always a great event, and if you need to find out more about that, we can find somebody who can tell you that. Probably Devin. No, maybe Devin knows about that.
Did you announce about the survey?
I haven't announced the survey yet. You told me you were going to do that.
Well, I'll be glad to.
Is it time?
Is it
All
time?
right.
I think it's time to do that.
He's in charge.
Good morning. I have been asked to announce and explain the small group survey that you find in your source this morning, and also to announce that this survey is available online for those of you who wish to participate in that way. And this also makes it available for many of our congregation who are away. Obviously, we have men today that are at men's camp, and we have snowbirds that haven't yet come back, and they may not be back till later in the fall. So doing it online makes it available for everybody. But it is a hard copy for you to look at today. Approximately 10 months ago, Captain Harris shared in a soldiers' meeting his vision for the Clearwater Corps' continuing ministry through the congregation in what would be referred to as small groups. Now, I don't know what you think of when you hear that term, small group. Most people think of a small group as a small group of people getting together for a Bible study or for a prayer meeting or something, or maybe because they have a like interest in something. Well, that's exactly what we're talking about. If I was to ask you how many small groups, we're talking about consistently meeting together and actually recording the statistics, how many small groups would you say are actively meeting as part of the Clearwater Corps congregational ministry, one-to-one and in small groups? Now, I'm not talking about the band and songsters. I'm not talking about the home league or the Sunday school or the youth activities. Most of these small groups that I'm talking about are literally, most of them are adults. There are a couple of youth groups that meet, but most of them are adults that meet together on a regular basis. Some of them meet once a week. Some of them meet twice a week. Some of them meet monthly or seasonally. But as of today, we can actually record, statistically, 18 small groups. These are people that meet together outside of the Corps. They meet together for Bible study. They meet together for prayer, for fellowship, for exercise. Some of them just have meals together. Some of them have hobbies of interest. There's even a bocce ball group that meets once a week. And they usually meet the men against the women, and one group usually outdoes the other, but we won't go in there. Okay. But when we consider these small groups of people meeting together, we can actually record statistically, we have over 100 people of our congregation that are meeting regularly, weekly or monthly, for fellowship and oftentimes even prayer. This is part of our congregation's individual ministry, encouragement and support to one another. The Apostle Paul wrote to the Philippian church, as it's found in the second chapter of Philippians, and he said this: "If you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any fellowship with the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in the Spirit and in purpose." However, there may still be some among us who would still like to be part of a small group, or maybe a support group. Or maybe you have some suggestions regarding our Corps' small group ministries. Well, this short, it's a two-sided piece of paper, short fill-in-the-blank survey is designed to make it quick and easy, and also there's plenty of space there if you want to make comments or suggestions. It's also designed to be anonymous, should you choose. So in the lobby, there is a box on a little card table out there, and you don't have to complete the survey today. You may want to take it home. You may want to think about it. You may want to pray about it. You may want to talk to somebody else before you commit yourself or your home to a small group. But you don't have to complete it today. The box will be there for the next few weeks to receive your surveys should you wish to fill it out at a later time. Remember, you can also do this online. We want to thank you for considering this part of our Corps' continuing ministry. And as they say in Chicago, please vote, and vote often if you wish.
Okay, it sounds like a great thing to be a part of, a small group ministry, and there's certainly a chance for you to give your opinions and your suggestions. There's also many, many other opportunities for service. Again, looking at your source, Angel Tree sign-up is this week, the next 2 weeks, October 4th through the 8th, and then again on the 11th through the 14th. This is taking place at the Joy Center on Druid and Highland at the Social Services Department. Sign up at the Joy Center, and volunteers are needed. That's the little green box there, and if you can volunteer, that would be most welcome. Volunteers for the Angel Tree sign up at the Joy Center. The Christmas Bazaar is coming up. There's volunteers needed for turkey distribution. There's volunteers needed for a lot of things. So if you are looking for something to do, look at the source. There's opportunities for service there. There's also camps coming up. There's Cork Cadet Academy. There's older adult camp coming up. Many of the men are at men's camp this weekend, so we want to be in prayer for them. I think great things happen at men's camp. I was the nurse there a couple years. It's really pretty scary. There's thousands of men on the campus, and they're all milling together in groups or playing sports that they haven't played for 20 years. As a nurse, that's scary. But it's a great place, and I know that there are some great things that happen at men's camp. So you want to be in prayer for our men who are enjoying this weekend and for others who may make decisions that will change their lives at that particular camp.